Hello, my name's Noah Palmer, and this video is for 4-H purposes. We need to take this loader off our good old Farmall H, so I'm gonna be doing that, and I'm gonna be showing you guys how to take a big K loader off by Quaker. It's an Iowan brand, but it's made in Hull. I got these two bolts, and it didn't record it, so it was acting a little weird, but I fixed that. And actually, I'm gonna show you guys a really cool trick. So if you get a bolt, if you have a bolt that's squared, like this one right here, what you do is you get a 16 point socket that will fit over it. And how it fits over it is because if you can see, it makes a square, and that's really cool. So that's a little trick if you needed to know that. Okay, now we're putting the PV blaster on. The reason I'm putting this PV blaster on is probably pretty obvious, but it's to break the bolts, I guess you could say, so that they turn out easier, because I don't think this loader has been off in a good 7-8 years maybe. I've got done taking off the bolts up here, and now I'm taking off these bolts. And so I took off the two over here to like test it. And so what I figured out, what we need to do is the first one, it's gonna spin, and I checked these and they do spin. But what happens is that when you take this one out, that other one is like crimped in there and it doesn't spin. So what I'm gonna do is, what I figured out you have to do is you have to get your good old vice grips, and you're gonna have to lock them on here like that. So after you got your vice grips on, and see, it's gonna lock up against this clutch drum, or whatever that's more like the brake, excuse me. And then, so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to get our big bad boy ratchet and a cheater bar, and we're gonna have to get under the tractor and break her loose. So I'm gonna set up the camera and show you how that's done. Okay, so now after we got that off, now what you're gonna want to do is get your good old rubber hammer or something and pound that sucker out. And then you can just get your lock nut and bolt, and you're golden. Knuckle issues here, but here is one that does what it's supposed to do. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get a wrench, and this little spindling knuckle or bolt, whatever you want to call it, just should come off, and it should come off just like that. And I've been putting my hoses in a bucket where there's a bunch of hydraulic fluid, so it doesn't get all over the plants. I mean, it's all weeds, I really don't care. Yay, we got these 4 bolts out. These bad boys were a pain. And we got our hydraulics out, which that went honestly a lot better than I anticipated. Now all I have to do is get our Super M and hydraulically lift this loader up with its hydraulics. Okay guys, so I got all our knuckles or niplets, whatever you want to call them, and attached. And now what I'm gonna do is put these extenders on, and I'm gonna clean them first. Hey guys, we're back and it's actually working. Dad, you need to move there's some P-rock. Wow, this is pretty impressive, guys. I mean, I put all this hard work into it, but I didn't even know it was gonna work. I don't know if it's not going very fast because it don't got very much. Up some more. Okay, good. All good. Okay guys, so there's some bolts I didn't realize I needed to take off, like this bar, so I took that off and we lowered this, and now it's finally here. We're gonna be able to take the loader off. It's gonna catch up. Do I need to move these blocks?
Guys, look! We got the loader off! YouTube!
Oh my soul, guys! I haven't seen this thing without a loader in years. Gee whiz. I did all the work. As you guys just saw, we got this loader off. And I mean, oh my goodness. This is amazing. So I'm gonna put it there, guys, and keep her moving, folks. Now for the job of the day, the hydraulic pump. So first things first, I'm gonna take this hose off. I'm not gonna take it off from the power steering. I'm gonna take it off from down here because, I mean, it's not like I'm replacing the power steering. So what I'm gonna do after that is I'm going to put it in this pail. Okay guys, that went unexpected. I thought this thing was gonna be playing out of hydraulic fluid, but it obviously isn't. So now I gotta play the waiting game. Okay guys, we're back under the tractor, and as you can see, there's this pan right here, and we need to take that off. And there's two 9/16 bolts I gotta take off. So see you when that's done. Guys, I got this pan off, and there was a shaft in there I didn't know what was for, so I took that off. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys, but, and yes, I'm covered in 70-year-old grease. If you can see that silver thing right there, that was the shaft. And then, so there's two, if you can see, there's some 90-degree angles or quarter round of pipe that we got to take off, and then the dipstick, which is up there, and then 4 more 9/16 bolts, and I'm pretty sure this thing is gonna come out. And I am gonna take the battery off just for precaution, and so it's easier. Holy cow, guys. Look, I popped the hydraulic pump out and man, my dad really did a number on this sucker. Okay, guys, so now what we're gonna do, since we've took the hydraulic pump out and I'm gonna take the power steering off because I feel like if we're running it dry, we might screw it up. So I'm gonna take the power steering off, and this should be a pretty simple job. I mean, take this shaft off and the steering wheel and everything. I mean, it's not gonna be easy, but it isn't gonna be terrible difficult. It can't, but I'm open to possibilities. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these bolts off and this bolt off for the steering wheel, because you have to take the steering wheel off, and then these, because that's what holds the steering wheel in place pretty much. And then no, actually just this one we should be able to take off. And then I'm pretty sure all I have to do is take these off, and then this shaft will just be laying here. And then I can take the hydraulic pump off. And then what I'll have to do is I'll have to take this off. I think I'll just take it off right here because there's a bolt, and then try and work with that. And see, here's the right shaft. And it has most of the stuff we need on it. Wow. Okay, so I got this shaft off. Now all that I need to do is untwist that bolt, and then it should just slide right off. And then we can put the right one on. Okay, so as you see, I have my power steering shaft off, and we're gonna be putting the original steering assist. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this bolt off, and this, I don't know what you want to call it, but that, and then what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna have to slide it on like that. Okay, so I got the shaft on, and what I actually had to do is I had to loosen up these bolts down here so this could move, and I didn't ruin anything around this area. So now what we have to do is we have to slide, oops, we got to put your key on and then put it in there and slide it on, and then tighten it up with a 9/16 wrench. And then we tighten these bad boys up, and then put the other one on and the steering wheel, and voila, we're done with the steering. Okay, so as you can see, I got the shaft is on with the key in it and the bolts all tightened up. So now we need these bushings or spacers, whatever you want to call them. And we need to tighten them up with a 5/32. Okay guys, so I got this on and I've pressed the key in already. And now all we need to do is put the steering wheel in. And we need to make sure that the keyhole lines up. Okay, so I got my steering wheel on. Now all I need to do is tighten this bolt up.